There we go. Welcome to the Market Recap Show. And I am Sean Cattina. And today we're all grinched out because tomorrow we are not here. And we thought that we'd get a little festive with everybody today. So welcome to the Recap Show. We have Tammy coming through, the Fibonacci Princess. That should be a lot of fun. We have a couple cool tweets to go through. And we have on deck for you Nike earnings. We're very, very excited to see where that one goes. But hey, welcome to the show. The board can go up at any time, and there it is right now. It's sector recap time. Where is Santa Claus? Well, I think he came early, maybe one day early. Santa Claus rally officially starts tomorrow. Let's take a quick look at the board right now and what was moving around today. Well, it's all about UNG. It's not gas, baby. Up 6.3%. A good read this morning on Nat Gas coming through. Let me just load up a few things here. I want to welcome everybody in to the recap show. Again, we will do a quick little roll call eventually, but UNG today, nice little move back up to the upside. There it is. And it's been absolutely destroyed over the last little while. You can see with this warm weather, I mean, here in Toronto today, it's -2 right now. So it's a little bit cooler, but it was like 5 or 6 degrees this morning. Like I was like, what? And then tomorrow it's supposed to be pretty warm as well. And we're supposed to get rain, 9 degrees Celsius. That's like 50 Fahrenheit or something coming on Christmas Day. Global warming, I don't know, but either way, UNG right now getting hit and making new lows pretty much every day. But today, a nice little bounce back on that 10:30 Nat Gas release. TAN working out, pretty good again today. As we'll watch out for names like Enphase going back up to the upside. We did have an interesting move today in CCL. We will talk a little bit about earnings as well. CCL up 6% today on Q4 sales of 5.39 billion, beating 5.30 billion. So slight little beat sends this all the way back up to the upside with an EPS loss of 7 cents versus a loss of 13. So Carnival doing much, much better. But what was red today? Only one sector? You know, yesterday we only had 2 green sectors. And you could flip-flop them. Yesterday it was the TLT that was green. Today it's red, and that's it. We don't have anything else. We have a little USO down here. Hey, I don't mind USO today, only up 0.4. We had like what I could see was the lowest gas prices I feel like this year. I saw yesterday on the road at 131 Canadian a liter, about 4 liters in a gallon. So still way up there for us, but the price is definitely coming down. We had SMH today going through. I do want to say this show is brought to you by Benzinga, I don't know if the show is brought to you by them, but we do have Benzinga report here. I will get all the news. If Nike reports, it will come out here. All the news flowing here on Benzinga. I want to thank them for that. I also want to thank our friends and Michael Noss and everybody else at Trade Ideas. Anything starts moving here in the aftermarket, I'll reload these. We have races to go here in the aftermarket. So if anything pops in here, we'll be able to see immediately. Right now, not much, man. Mercy, Pave M, Unit. So not really anything popping off here today. All right, what else indices do we want to look at? Let's check out silver. Nice little move up for silver. This has been going, you know, we had Frank Caberna come on. We talked this morning a little bit with Raheem about commodities as we go. I got to take a sip of this. Sounds like a gong show around here. Thank you so much for that, Ramin. And you know what? Shout out to China. Holla, yeah, shout out holla, says Ramin. Right there, holla, holla, holla to anybody in FXI. I don't know if this is ready to be bought yet, but what's going on here? I zoomed in, I zoomed out. Let's go to a weekly chart on the FXI. Okay, so again, FXI yesterday gets hit a little bit. Now, there was some talk yesterday late that President Xi had said some pretty powerful things about not giving up on Taiwan. So people, I guess, sort of put 2 and 2 together. Although I feel like that news was weeks old and just brought to life yesterday for some reason. So there was not any confirmation on anything like that. But today, FXI, I feel like on potentially some sort of like pushback on that story. FXI, nice move up 3.5%. You know the name that's the most interesting to me out of all of these? Why can't I just zoom in? Like I'm rolling this thing one way, the other, not working out. Let me just call it like this. Look at Alibaba. Come on, man. I want to zoom the other way, Michael Noss. There we go. Okay. So Alibaba right here. Come over to the screen if we can, just real quickly, and we'll look at this daily chart. So look at Alibaba. All right. Definitely a lot of traders right now are looking. I'm still looking for Nike, by the way, guys. I have not forgotten anybody on Nike. All right. This is a nice little whoosh down. We've had various CMTs on here all talking. AIR is out. AAR is out, not Nike. Look at this. There's a smiley face. I like that. We smile at those trades. But the thing is here, I don't want to go long right here. This could be a good long for sure. I'd rather wait for confirmation of the break of this 50-period moving average. To me, I'm getting close. Like if we could make possibly a trade of the year, and by the way, we're going to go through some Sean tweets. You guys gave me some great ideas on what we're looking for next year. I'm almost thinking that if there was some way I could get the all clear that China's not going to go into Taiwan or do anything like that, I really like Alibaba right here. I feel like, man, this needs to turn around. Alibaba was one of Charlie Munger's biggest holdings. So, hey, if a mind like that likes Alibaba, and I believe it's... is it Dan Loeb? We have a few more things to go today. Another big holding, or is it Bill Ackman? One of them likes Alibaba as well. We'll find out about that. Probably you guys in the chat can help me out with that. We'll do a little bit of an early roll call. Why not? It's my show. All right. What's up to Boris? What's up to Mr. Mendoza's here? What's up to Jacob? Pro Day Trader, Pro for Profits here. Hugh is here. What's up? Yeah, you know what? I did empty out of some Snapchat. What I wanted to get at here was, shout out to everybody. Let's just go over to my Twitter account here quickly. I want some more opinions on this. Anybody watching right now? How many of you are watching? 2,600 watching right now. A little light. We are also right now, look at this. We're streaming live here on X, baby. So that's really fun. Thank you for everybody watching. An amazing 12 viewers on X, so that's great. I feel like I talk to more people when you see what I mean? This is what I'm doing. This is why we have fun, man. Traders stay late. This is our show. This is your show. You know, you want to watch? Let's watch, man. Let's roll. I want to get some names here. What is the one name? Shout out. This is why we're doing this, man. We're going to be on the podcast moving forward. We're going to have a lot of fun. And this show is a lot of fun. There's not a better market recap show out there. Look, where are the producers? We don't have producers in our ear. I call up our own graphics. Well, sometimes I do. But not today, not right now. But anyways, the idea is, these are all our own ideas, man. Calling up our own graphics, doing our own work. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. I'm here for you, traders stay late. I want to know this. I'm going to be reviewing this, and I want to actually put something together. What is the one name or idea? So it could be an ETF, it could be Bitcoin, could be gold. I want to know, what do you think works from these levels? I'm not saying what if this happens. If you could put on a trade right now heading into 2024 and you could hold it for a year, what are your trade ideas for 2024? Actually, you don't have to hold it for a year, but what are you looking at? Let's see. Nate right here likes PLTR. I like that one as well. You could either go long or short to spiders. Yep, that's true. You could definitely go long or short. I like CCL. And Joseph, you said this 18 hours ago, and CCL is starting to moon. There was a couple ideas that I liked in here that I saw earlier. TDOC, very interesting valuation. Rumble, I'm going to say no to Rumble, but I think DWAC and Rumble are positions based on President Trump running again, and it looks like that's going to be a go. So right now, those are good ideas. A couple Alibabas on here, Chewy or PayPal. I'll review these tomorrow, and we'll talk about those on the podcast. So is Nike out? Shout out to everybody here. Baba, the boring man, says Baba. Redna says, let's go, Sean. I wish we could buy stock in Trader TV Live, because you know where Trader TV Live is going? To the moon. You can't even see where we're going. Baba, Unity, Tesla. Okay, not the time now. Actually, you know what? If you don't put it in on that at Trader TV Sean, I'm not going to see it. So, all right, that's Alibaba right there. Let's go see if Nike came through. Nope. Not Nike yet. I'm going to change this over to a 1-minute chart, get a little bit of a better look. We do not have Nike earnings yet. Let's just peruse this Benzinga Pro quickly here. Yeah, that was fast. Nothing on here that I like. Not one of these names worthy of talking about it right now. We do have Tammy coming up soon. It's going to be the Fibonacci Princess. When that's locked and loaded, we'll call on her. We do have a couple tweets that we want to go through today as well, but this is Carnival Cruise. Nice move up for them today. We could talk a little bit about these numbers that hit earlier, because this is generally where we'll start to talk a little bit about earnings plays. We're coming to the end of the earnings cycle, right? For many of the major names. But we'll kick it off again coming up very, very soon. It was CCL's Q4. Okay, so their Q4 came out right now. That's, again, starting to go with Q4 now with Carnival. So their numbers, again, beats on sales and beats on EPS. -7 cents versus -13 for Carnival. Their Q1 outlook adjusted EBITDA of $8 billion. So they're looking to get a loss of 22 cents versus 12 cents. That's not very great right now year over year. But net yield projected up 16.5% year over year. That's a beat. EPS looking to be in line forward year 24. So that's going to be good. CCL right now goes right back to summer highs. And again, normally you get upgrades when you beat. I could see CCL tomorrow getting flooded with a bunch of upgrades. And you know what that means for this guy? We're going to punch this long probably tomorrow. CCL coming up. We're always looking for catalysts, right? So here on CCL, if I can zoom back out a little bit right here, just to see what we're talking about. So CCL tomorrow. Tomorrow's trade today. Breaking news? Nah, not really. All right. I think this could be a trade here tomorrow. Maybe I can zoom this out just a little bit more here on Carnival. There it is right now. You know what? I really think this break of 1970, maybe 1960, if that starts to go and we get the catalyst of upgrades tomorrow, I think this CCL trade could work. And shout out to my friend Daniel Shea as well. This would be a good options trade. Danielle was on the show, by the way, and okay, we kind of credited each other with it, but it was this break right here of AFFRM. It was down here, and they had a good report, came up to 18 bucks. Danielle was on the show, and I said to her, what about when we break through this $20 level? And I'm pretty sure she had an options play for everybody. That ripped all the way to 26. That was well done. Obviously, if you can get $6 on a break like that, that's worth taking. So there's AFFRM, and you can see the rest is history. Now, if you want an options play, it's too bad. Danielle hopefully will be back on in the new year. I think AFFRM pulls back into here somewhere. I said we'd have a $30 handle. I still believe that for AFFRM, despite it making a move back up there today. So CCL tomorrow, I definitely like that for a trade. Let's go over and quickly look at Nike again. So Nike's not out yet. If Tammy's ready, I can actually call her because, one sec, okay. Because I gave Tammy a little bit of homework, and that was, let's look at some levels for Nike. So we'll do that when she comes on. We'll see if they can hit or miss. I feel like Lululemon, although they missed on their report, they were bought back. And now look at Lulu, just to give us an idea here of Nike and where we could go. Here's Lulu right now. Lululemon, let's call up a weekly chart. If we can go over to the screen quickly. Here's the weekly on Lululemon. It took out all-time highs, and they actually faded back down on earnings. Take it out, now back up to 515. Lululemon really starting to work now to the long. So we'll see if Nike can come out. I feel like their report is imminent. It's probably out right now. Looks like Nike up to 126 and then back down to 120. The high that we're looking to take out here for Nike would be 130 right here. 200 period moving average back down to 109. So let's watch out to see what Nike, okay, the numbers are out. I'll call on Tammy in just a second. So sorry about that, Tammy, bear with me. It is Nike, it is out right now. It's 103 versus 85. So that's a beat. So we'll go bang on that. Here, this is now breaking news, right? I'm allowed to hit this right here. All right, it's enough. All right, breaking news on Nike. Although Fabian, I really do like that banner. That's a great, what do you call those things? Bumpers? Yeah, bumper. Okay, yeah, we'll go. Stinger. Okay, I like that. Shout out to Stinger right there. I don't know what I'm doing. Sales right now, 13 billion, 13.3, beating the estimates at 12.4. So it looks like we're going to get a good one out of Nike right now. But hey, you know what? I feel really excited about our next guest. It's her second time on the show. It's Tammy. Let's bring her on. Hi, Tammy. I have to apologize for my lack of professionalism today, but I'm not in tomorrow. And yesterday, we robbed the market on a little bit of shorts there. So we kind of felt a little grinchy coming in today. And then we hit shorts again today, and we doubled it up. So far, so good. Happy holidays. I love the earrings.
Thank you. I just got back from my youngest daughter's Christmas party at her school. And I love the Grinch sweatshirt, by the way.
Thank you so much. I actually,
My kids love the Grinch. I don't know why kids are so obsessed with the Grinch, but they just love
I
it.
mean, it's a great story, it's kind of like a Christmas Robin Hood. Okay. So I took tomorrow off because my kids' Christmas, it's not a party, what is it? It's concert. Well, they call it a holiday concert now. So that they're performing, and I believe they're just singing generic Christmas songs. What was your kids, daughter, son, what were they performing, and how was the Christmas party?
It was fantastic. Yes, they did. It was almost like a play, and
Oh, okay.
during the play, they did different songs. My oldest daughter goes to a Christian school, so of
Okay.
course it was all centered on Christmas and
All
the
right.
birth of Christ.
Well,
So
no problem. Well, it's the big man's birthday in just a couple of days, so we'll be celebrating that around here as well. All right, so we just got Nike earnings, and actually, if we come over to my screen quickly here, Ramin, look at Nike here, Tammy. We're starting to fall back into 117, 118. I'm guessing the guide was not great, but we're not here to talk about what their guide was or what the numbers were. Let's look at some levels. What do you have for me on Nike?
Well, it's because I don't use post-market data, I don't have the ability to look at what the pullback levels are going to be yet.
Okay.
But it sounds like if you're giving me those numbers, they're going to really align well
So
with
right
some of
now we're
these
printing
levels.
118.50 right now.
Yeah, I mean, if we come off of that high, that more recent high, look, I mean, that gives us 120 there. That gives us 120. That looks like it might be about, yeah,
Okay.
119. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to have a lot of levels coming in around,
So what
that
exactly are you doing? What exactly are you?
18, 120 area. I'm sorry?
So Tammy, just in order to try to get everybody on the same level as you, basically, explain what you're trying to do now, trying to figure out some of these levels. What Fibonacci maybe would you be looking at? What kind of levels for this kind of a move down? As right now, it's still bouncing around 118.
Okay, so basically what I'm looking at is if that high is still in place, that previous high is still in place, which it was actually that middle one there. What
Okay.
I'm looking at is I am looking at previous swings in the market to see where we will have something called symmetrical support. Symmetrical support is 100%, is the 1.0.
Okay.
And so a lot of these smaller swings we're seeing here, those are kind of getting somewhere around that 118, 119, 120 level. And it looks like we have a lot of them, right? I mean, look at all of these previous swings that kind of set up into that level. So I'm really, from looking at this, I'm really liking that level. If that high is in place from yesterday, then that would basically kind of be our setup zone there, anywhere from probably 118 to about 120. Now it could dip further down. We've got some of these swings that are much larger. That one comes in around 116. This one comes in around 115 or so. Let me do that real quick again because I grabbed the wrong high.
All right. Yeah, we're
That one's
back.
coming in around 115. So it can come and hit support at any of these levels. What you want to do once you get those levels is
Right.
you want to look at some sort of indicator or trigger to tell you that low is in place. Now, if we get up in the morning and Nike has already bounced overnight, um, you can look at these levels that are above us as places that it may stop. The move may halt, and we do get a pullback.
All right.
So
So
the low from the 28th of September, as long as it stays in place, that's way down here at the bottom. These levels are going to still be good.
And you just nailed something there a little bit, and I feel like you never want to just rely on a simple indicator, right? And it's like one single indicator can often give you sometimes bad reads, and not every indicator is going to be exactly correct all of the time. So I feel like mixing a couple together, I prefer using just simple moving averages on a daily chart. So I feel like any pullbacks into the 200 is something to look at. Is there anything that you sort of coincide before you'd put on a trade? Obviously, you're going to be the Fibonacci princess, but is there anything that you're looking at as well to give you that confidence to say, okay, that's lining up on this and also with this indicator as well?
Yes, I use a couple of different, I use several different things.
Okay.
I use something called Ready Aim Fire. I use something called the Squeeze.
Wait a minute, ready and
I have
fire? What
used
is ready and
Trigger Quick.
fire?
I don't, it was, from what I understand, it was basically invented by a guy named David Starr.
Yeah.
And basically, it kind of shows you when the arrows start to build, we're getting ready to fire off of this level.
Right. Well, fire off then. I mean, I'm thinking about RSIs, overbought, oversold areas as well in that.
Absolutely. That is part of the component of ready, aim, fire.
Okay, homework time for all the viewers. Go look up some ready and fire and then get locked and loaded with that one. All right, you told me that there was an interesting trade developing or setting up anyways, and it was Marathon, MPC. So if you have a second, which we do have a couple more, why don't we go over what that's looking like and maybe why you're looking at it?
Well, I'll tell you why I'm looking at it in the first place. Okay, so my stepfather, he loves to trade. He is retired, of course, so he has lots of time on his hands to trade and look at things all day. And he has actually started using, getting this AI service that puts together a lot of different things, and they send him the top 10 stocks they're looking at. And so he emailed me today and he said Marathon was one of the ones, was the number one, and he was looking at it and he wanted me to run Fibonacci levels on it for him. And I said that I really liked this stock because we're above that 200 moving day average, which is that pink dotted line down
Perfect.
here. We're above the 50, and the 5, which is the blue line, is above the red 13. So all the moving averages are on the side of the bulls. The other thing I like about it is we're still inside of some of these previous swings that we haven't met the targets off of yet, okay? So you got those targets off of the 4th of October. Then you've got this other swing here where you've got those targets off the 7th of December. So now we're having a nice pullback into support, okay? And we want to, maybe use some sort of an indicator or trigger or something to tell us which level is going to hold. But pulling back into support, and like I said, on that, the AI thing that my stepfather looks at, apparently this is the number one stock for returns and beat the market for the next 3 months, is what his email said. So that was what made me look at this one.
This is one of the first, you're one of the first, traders on our show where we've actually talked about using AI to give some, trades. I know, but that's fine. I feel like that's where we're going. I don't know.
Of course.
I mean, we use ChatGPT. I mean, we use AI all the time. And I feel like, honestly, the way I trade in the market, I had over 200 fills today. Sometimes I feel like a robot myself. And I don't like fighting any of those bots in the market. That is for sure. Okay, so MPC, we're going to go on that ready and fire, or what was it called again?
Ready, aim, fire.
Oh, that's right. Okay, ready and fire. We're going to be looking at that. Give me one.
It's on. Well, I don't know how much I can say here. Is there any like rule of me talking about any? It's on Thinkorswim.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Okay.
Used to be TD Ameritrade, no longer TD Ameritrade, now Schwab.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Shout out to TD Bank, of course, here in Canada. All right, yeah, of course you could say that. All right, so it's an indicator that you could subscribe to, or it's available on Thinkorswim. So we'll check that out. It's probably available on many other platforms as well. All right, any sectors or anything that you're looking at for the new year? Like obviously MPC is going to be in energy there, petroleum. I don't know. You think NVIDIA can go up a little bit more than this? Any sort of semis?
Yes, I've got NVIDIA for you right here. What I like about NVIDIA is all the moving averages are on the side of the bulls, and we have not yet met the targets off of this larger swing, and we have gone through the symmetrical resistance of this swing up. So for me, the path of least resistance is for us to go up to those targets. You can see them listed right there. Target 1 is 532 and target 2 is 570. We did have a hit and hold of my support on the 4th of December, and we are still inside of that swing. That's the small swing inside the large swing. And at the time, what happened was, as we were coming up, I told my clients, I said, listen, here's what I want to do. See, we had that resistance from that swing, resistance from this swing. And I don't want to talk over anybody's head, because if you ever come to my room, you don't have to worry about understanding this much. But what I told them is, when we get through that resistance, and we have a nice pullback like we did here, that is when I want you to get bullish. I want it to be path of least resistance is to go up to those targets, not possibly come up to resistance and then fail and make a deeper downside correction, right? So we got through that resistance. We had that nice pullback into support on the 4th of December. It held targets off of that swing are 520 and 539. But I tell you, what I tell them is, if you miss that initial bounce from the 31st of October, then what you do is you use this closer risk to get into that larger swing trade. So I'm saying the same thing now, okay?
Okay.
Now what I'm telling you is, if you missed the bounce on the 31st of October, the bounce on the 4th of December. Now I've got some more support for you that's closer so that you can use this as risk to continue the move up.
Right. That's exactly what we're talking about, a little bit of support levels right there. And I mean, I think everybody missed that bounce at Halloween there, late October, because honestly, nothing to me was really signaling that was the bottom. But isn't that amazing? We actually talked about this yesterday. I think it was the IWM made a record. It went from 52-week low to 52-week high in just 33 trading days. It's like insane that it can do that. 256 trading days in a year, and it just takes just over 30 to go from the top right back into the bottom. It's Trader Tammy1 over there on X. They can go find you. It's the Fibonacci Princess. Look, happy holidays to you and yours. Look forward to having you back on in the new year, and maybe even next week we'll talk.
That sounds great, and I hope everyone has very, very happy holidays and a very blessed new year. And I will look forward to seeing y'all again soon, Sean. And well wishes to your family. I know you have a nice, beautiful, big family. I'm sure you're
thank you so much.
Very,
thank you so much, Tammy, and same back to you. Thank you for joining me. That's Tammy, and that's Trader Talk. Man, I feel, again, maybe this is just, because we're in the holiday spirit, but we've had some great guests come on, and I'm really happy to add Tammy to that rotation. But you know what? I got a little bit of a problem. You know what that problem is? Now the guests are starting to stack up. So we got to try to find some places to get more. Maybe I should do this show for an hour. You want me to do this show for an hour? What do you think, Ramin? No comment over there. She wants to get out of here ASAP. You're quiet over there all of a sudden. A minute 25 left. Let's go. What do we got left here? It's Sean's tweets. Okay, let's go over that quickly. If you're going to go find me, it's at TraderTV Sean. I feel like you should do that, not only because I want more followers. I mean, come on. But also because I feel like the content's there. Hey, what's up? It's now 10 viewers, baby. We're live on X. Let's go. We lost 2 viewers. I'll do a better job. All right. So right here, what about this? Look at this, man. On Micron earnings day, can we get rid of my mug there? Thank you so much. That mug is like it's like a face. Yeah. All right, so if you invested in Micron $10,000 back in January of 2007, was that its IPO? I don't know, I feel like it's older than that. But right now, again, not a huge return, but you gotta take it. Right here, 57,000, so a little 5X right there. We did get as high as 71. Micron has a way to go, but I just thought this was pretty interesting. Well, some traders, they get a little excited, and it's like, oh my God, I missed the boat, or I missed this, or I missed that. But you can see here, even after 15 years of data here, there was a lot of opportunities to get into some of these names, right? So again, sometimes it's about zooming out and making sure that you understand that there's a lot of opportunities. And please, the worst thing you can get is FOMO. As an investor, I feel like I do have FOMO a lot of the time, which is why I feel like I just got to switch it up and get into some ETFs so I don't have to worry about it. Funny thing, we talked about this a little bit with Tammy right there, from 94 to 2023. This has happened 52-week highs every single time, not every single time, but it was happened, yesterday was just the 8th time in the SPY's history where we hit a 52-week high and finished the day down 1%. So again, watch out for that to happen. Not often, but it does happen. You get a hit on the high, then a fade back down. Only 8 times in the history of the SPY. So that goes back to 94. So you do the quick math there, 30 years, it's happened 8 times, which again, 52-week highs are hit all the time throughout the year. So it's not a super, super common, appearance or occurrence, I should say. But here, what have traders been buying lately? So this is another thing. Going back over to that trade idea that I had on the tweet, what is your trade idea heading into the new year? I want to know. Warren Buffett, this is the funny one, man. Is this that looks like Atlanta Braves? What stock is that anyways? All right, so SiriusXM, Liberty Financial, we know he's always in financials. Look at David Tepper. He's a guy that I like, a couple Chinese names in there, as well as, of course, NVIDIA, Meta, Google, Microsoft. I'm not going to pretend to know all these symbols. Amazon as well. And then Dan Loeb, the thing that Uber once, Uber twice. So that's really good as well. And then, of course, I'm really surprised I only see Eli Lilly once. But anyways, find me. It's at TraderTV Sean. And if you were going to participate, what's up, Grok? Unfortunately, I'm not subscribed to Premium, so I can't do Grok. Finite. What is your one idea that works? Go over and find it at Trader TV Sean, and we'll discuss it there on the show. All right. First of all, let's do this real quick. I do have a Thursday night play for everybody, so we're going to get to that. I haven't done this in a bit, so whoops, that's the wrong notes. I almost showed you something there. Hold on, super chat. Here it is. All right. Shout out to Bears versus Bulls, my guy right there. I have failed this week, man. I haven't done it. I wasn't here Monday, but I didn't do this Tuesday or Wednesday. So we've got quite a list, and I'm not going to read it. So I'm just going to show it on right here. We're running out of time, honestly. And now that all right, let's go real fast. I have to do this for everybody. Gregory, LG Day, Evan 11, RG 20, Nick Dubb, Taz H, D Westermeyer, Corey, Willis, Addison, Adam DeLuz, Kunal, Diamond Real Team, Eduardo, Burgos, Oil Nick, Hiron 2305, Fugazi Bear, Matthew Horton, Alex Enzo, Brent Roth, Chelsea, Ashley, Mark, Price, Diraj, thank you so much. Sailor Moon, I answered a question of yours today. That was a good one. And then new members, Barber, George, Andrew, Evan, Kevin, Reinhardt, and Carla. Mad love. Okay, now it's time, though. Let's do roll call. All right, who's here? Let me check the numbers on YouTube. 1,800 watching. Thank you so much. If you haven't hit the like button, do it pronto, please. Also, we do put this up. I think we should probably put it up as a podcast. We'll discuss that. But it's also up on YouTube immediately after this. So we'll put it up. We got to edit it, cut it out, and then find this recap show if you missed it. Listen to it on your way home or whatever. What's up, Henry Chung? He's here. The Grinch Meister. Yeah, the Grinch is in the building. We hit some shorts today. It was a good one. Thank you so much to Bristol. What's up? Let's go. Let's go roll call right now. Bristol's here. God Emperor's here. What's up to Zoltan? Hey, what's up, Zoltan? What's up to AK is here. You're always firing. What's up to Tom's Trades? What's up to M. Allen? Benton's here. Degen X. Yeah, you know Degeneration X, man. What's up to WWE as well? Hans Beer is here as well. Who's your favorite DX member? Mine's still Triple H, but I do like Shawn Michaels. Oh, I mean, there was so many good members, though. Kevin Nash. Yeah, you know what, Dewey? I don't want to say I'm the hardest working man on Trader TV Live, but if you're going to talk about hours, damn it, I need a raise. I'd rather give Ramin a raise. There we go. What's up, Ramin? Shout out to Ramin. There we go. That's what. See, I didn't even know she was going to that, and I said I'd rather get her a raise, and I actually talked about that. Ramin, you should be applying for one very, very soon. We'll talk about that after. All right, let's go. What's up to Ryan? What's up to everybody? All right, thank you for everybody joining today. All right, let's go. I did tweet. I actually emailed myself, so we got a couple pictures to show right now. I'm going to open up in a new tab. So we'll open up this in a new tab. All right, it is time right now. Let's go over. It's the Thursday night play of. Oh, we don't have it on there. Okay, we do have. You know why? It's the next one. If you take off that finite, does it show or you can't? That's it. Doesn't show. Doesn't show anymore. Okay, it doesn't matter. All right, here's the trade. Here's the play of the day. Sponsored by nobody. This should be sponsored by FanDuel or DraftKings or somebody. Hey, if you work, there it is. It's your TNF play of the day. Thursday night football. Many of you are in fantasy sports. My team sucks, and I'm out of the playoffs. I cheer on Neil tonight. He has Kamara. The other dude has Kyron Williams. I think Kyron Williams can outscore Kamara, but we'll see what happens. But my play today is Cooper Kupp. If you've got Cooper Kupp, it's been a hard year. But guess what? Look at this. The last 3 games, it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Cooper Kupp is waking up just in the right time for you guys. It's fantasy playoffs, and it's Cooper Kupp, and it's time to gamble, baby. Your play of the day on Cooper Kupp will be, do you think it'll be yards? Do you think it'll be anytime touchdown? Well, this is what we got here today. Receiving yards over 71.5. Well, let's see. What has Cooper Kupp done? 39, 115, 111. This looks pretty good. Receiving yards over under, right? 115. I actually like that. But this is my play for you tonight. It's an anytime touchdown for Cooper Kupp. Who else? Who else is Matt Stafford going to throw to? That's your play. It's plus money. It's plus 120. Shout out to Ryan. He likes Alvin Kamara over yards. I like Cooper Kupp. Anytime touchdown is plus money. I'm Sean. It's been a recap show. Look, I'm not in tomorrow, but I'm going to be on the podcast. I'm coming in. Spending all day with my kids. I'm going to their Christmas, it's called Holiday Concert. Keep forgetting. I keep saying party because that's what Tammy was calling it. Holiday concert. Then I'm driving in with my family. We're going to be here tomorrow, 4 o'clock. It's a podcast. Make sure you go find it. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. There it is right there. We do have a podcast. What shirt am I wearing there? I have to change that. Oh, that's my red and black lumberjack with a hat to match. today. All right, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Shout out to Juan Padilla and everybody in the chat. Thanks, Barry Bulls. Thanks, Ramin, for staying late. It's Trader TV Live. I'm Sean Katina. Ciao.